yes, we woke. Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself. It's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. And we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the San Francisco 49ers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. That he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On second and 11 now. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete.
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run it. The ball comes out. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have taken the early lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. First carry for Raheem Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. You were telling me this yesterday. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On 2nd and 12, Watson flushed out right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
3 plays and
only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Mostert. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. He's at the 30. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on 1st down. Officially a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Mostert. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And James has it. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and 9, Watson flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed. Watson on 1st down. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Again, it's Watson dancing to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Brings up 2nd and goal.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Mostert. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Escaping the pressure right, and that is incomplete here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Come on! Let's pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
58, right over there. Yeah, Mike, 58, right there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
39-yard line.
40 to the 41. Good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball. So another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing it, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his back foot.
That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but again, just 1 yard out of it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson now to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. It's Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Watson's pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught inside the 10. He's got to take it on. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Conley, 54 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Again, looking for Samuel, this time the catch made. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
25 yards that time. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Raheem Mostert.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Charles, we saw a lot of grades go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Texans, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.